Friday stands.
It's Friday stands?
Yeah,
I'm going to slap fire out every single one of you niggas on Tuesday. What's up, Mark?
Are you locked out of the house? What's going on? Why you
I come here on Tuesdays, niggas is, what up, nigga? Niggas don't want to look me in the eye.
Let me tell you how lit we are. We don't even use the board. Look. We just go.
Well, we'll talk about it then. Today is y'all day. Today is Mona and us. You know what I mean? We got to praise Mona. I think she's great. I think she's amazing. I'm a big, huge fan. I've been doing some research and, you know what I'm saying? I think Joe did a great job. So I just came here to be a supportive role.
Yeah. You sing, you tell jokes, and then y'all do a little thing together at the end, whatever
Ping pong.
that is.
You see how he keeps saying Lord?
No cap, there's so much content to clip from today's Patreon episode. It would definitely trigger copyright if you tried to use it all. The tension on that set? Unreal. Not even funny. For anyone who doesn't know or isn't on Patreon, Queenzflip showed up to the set on the same day Mona was there. Hold up, I'm getting ahead of myself. I already knew Joe was pushing back the Patreon release so everyone will flock to YouTube for the Nas interview to hit numbers. Some of y'all pointed that out in the last video comments. I'll give that to you. Honestly, I don't care about that right now. Today's Patreon dropped late, whatever, and Flip arrives around the 2-hour, 10, 15-minute mark and immediately goes berserk. You could feel the tension instantly. Flip sits in Joe's seat. Joe takes Perk's spot, the whole seating arrangement gets thrown off, and Flip just starts calling everybody out. Y'all don't even look me in the face when I walk in the room anymore. I see y'all get catered to on Fridays, he says, just letting it fly. I didn't even realize Keno and Edith were only showing up on Fridays. Days Mona is present. Flip keeps going, talking about the commercial. I only had a tiny little clip in the commercial attached to someone else. Thank you, Flip, for opening my eyes to this, he says. Not once did I mention the importance of the commercial to anyone outside Joe, Mark Lamont Hill included. And Queens is mad for a reason, because he knows the commercial should have been improvised differently. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself because this episode is ridiculous. Too much went down, no exaggeration. So, Mark Lamont Hill or Queenzflip wakes everything up. The only reason I'm in the commercial is because of my connection to Mark, our fight or whatever. Mark and Ian are featured on the commercial, part of the network and Podwise, which Mark moderates, so he's getting the most shine of anyone there. I didn't even notice it at first, but we already know the moves Mark's making. We've been talking about him since day one. Flip is stirring everything up. Now he starts addressing Mona directly. Hey Mona, I didn't think you were funny when I first saw you. You're abrasive. What? The co-hosts jump in immediately. Nigga, she's abrasive. So let me get this straight. Y'all are in an altercation, and most rumors say Flip started it, but Flip claims Mona is abrasive in general, so he came in predisposed to treat her that way. She feels some type of way, sees his energy, and boom, a fight erupts. Joe's like, oh, hell no, it's way too early for this. Shout out to Flip for showing up exactly the day he told Mark he would. It's clear as day there's tension between Mark and Flip. They don't mess with each other at all. And Flip is looking at Mark differently after that fight, because if you noticed, Mark got all the positive publicity from it. That's not even Mark's character. This is beneath him, so he must have been really upset. You called him a sucker because he's an intellectual. Girl, that word comes with some serious negative vibes. Woo, woo, woo. And Flip got so much attention that even people who don't normally watch the podcast were saying, man, this is a dumb podcast, all because Flip was the target of Mark's energy. So Flip came firing shots at everybody, and man, you could feel it. Every single person on that set felt it. Every time Joe starts letting stuff leak, he hits that same face, and yep, he had it. Ice even said, "Aw, shit." Now, for everyone telling me Mona is all quiet, girl, that's a Patreon take, and I'm saving that for later. Guys, it is pandemonium up there, no joke. Check this. He shows up around the 2-hour, 15-minute mark, and it goes almost until the end of the pod. Flip is going crazy, though he calms down toward the end, but the energy shift is immediate when he arrives. I don't know if I'm hyping Flip or calling him out, but the energy changed the moment he walked in. He literally says, y'all don't even look me in the eye, and because y'all energy is different, my energy on the pod is different. If Flip brought that 24/7, this pod unstoppable, moon-level energy. But unfortunately, this is a Patreon episode, so clips are limited. I'll put together as many as I can without triggering copyright, I promise. And on top of that, Flip was calling Parks out so hard that Parks couldn't even respond. Normally, Parks has a retort immediately, but today, nothing.
Yeah, the stands will be here Friday, but moving on, Mona. I've been highlighting the tension between you and Mark, and now it's undeniable. Mark was doing his thing like he normally does, but Mona, she wasn't wrong to call him out. Whenever someone diminishes what I'm doing, I notice immediately, and Mona did exactly that with Mark. She even pulled Imani into the conversation, pointing out what Mark meant when he said little. Mona does not want to be with Mark, but Joe's going to have to make a decision here. It's easy to blame Flip when nobody clicks with him, but what happens when the new hire doesn't get along with everyone? That's a bad look, especially for women. Joe knows in his heart he can't let Mona go first, even if he wasn't vibing with her.
By the end of Flip's explosion, they transition into 2026 plans. Mark starts asking everyone what they want to do, and Joe brings it up again. And y'all, speaking strictly from Patreon, this episode, oh my God, it's something else. It's eerily reminiscent of episode 4, not 37 because that's when certain people weren't present. This episode had all the tension, all the energy, and man, it's wild. The episodes leading up to this, 435 and 436, this one really reminds me of those. The tension, thick as ever, and every single person is watching Joe's moves behind the scenes. But Flip, he's the only one bold enough to speak up. And Mona too, which is exactly why Joe keeps them separate. It's not just because of their altercation, guys. I'll be the first to say that. Joe knows he can't control this kind of explosion every single episode. And let me tell you, if Flip and Mona ever got on the same page, it would be catastrophic. It's clear as day there's still tension. They don't vibe at all. But if they synced up even a little, explosion, absolute chaos. Good God, like I said, way too much went down for me to clip everything in this video, and way too much to even cover fully here on YouTube. Y'all need to head over to Patreon. This is like the 3rd video I dropped over there today. I'm going absolutely crazy over there. Someone really set me off. I'm in a mental zone, just letting it all go. But anyway, I'll see y'all over there. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this, subscribe if you haven't yet, and if you're already part of the crew, you already know how we rock it. You know what's up. You know the vibes. You know the energy over here, man.